Well, we're coming off arguably the toughest road trip for us of the season, playing at Middle and at La Tech, both picked 1 and 2 in the league. And I think for us to come off that road trip splitting, we were really pleased, not only with, again, splitting, but also the progress we made, excuse me, in both games in terms of growing as a team. It's no secret that we have been a different team since we lost Michaela in Thanksgiving. And so much over the last 3 weeks is us trying to grow and change and figure out who we're going to be without her. And I think consistency is what we're searching for right now. We've had some games where we've played well, Cincinnati, UAB, La Tech, and we've had games that we have not played well, and we've played in between. And so, I think anytime, you change roles and you change expectations on kids, it takes a little bit of time to iron that out. And so that's the biggest thing for us that I've been preaching since last week to our players: consistency in how we practice, consistency in how we approach things, and hopefully consistency then in terms of games. So we can not be up and down. We can be consistently good as we continue this battle in Conference USA.
All things said, I think it's been 7 games since we lost Michaela. How pleased are you with the progress that's being made, going from losing your top scorer to several people having to step up with the conference play starting 2-1?
Yeah, I think overall, I've tried to have very fair expectations and knowing that things aren't going to change overnight. Michaela was our leading scorer, but she also was one of our best rebounders. She was our second best ball handler. She's sharing the ball, making those extra plays that other kids just haven't been in a position to do. So it's it's about more than just a scoring with her. And so I've tried to temper my expectations and know it's not going to happen overnight. It's just not when you lose a player of that caliber. So with tempering my expectations, I think, for the most part, I've been pleased because in pretty much every game we've played since her injury, we've grown. And again, is it always reflected in a win? No. Does some of that look lopsided in some ways? Yes. But I can see on the film where we're growing. And that's what our focus has to be on right now, how we can grow and improve until we get consistent, and then we can consistently win.
Similar question. 2-1 start to conference play. When you saw the road trip there on the schedule when it first came out, UAB you hadn't seen in a little while. Talk about the 2-1 start of conference play and where your feelings are there.
Yeah, I think it's huge for us. Obviously everyone knows that I typically stack our non-conference schedule. We did that again this year. And then with the adversity we went through, it just made it tougher than even I anticipated. But all that is done to prepare us for conference play. At the end of the day, Conference USA has been a one big league, and so we're focused on how we can be the best we can be in league play. And we've played 3 games, and 2 of those 3 games we've played really well. And frankly, the Middle Tennessee game, again, you look at the score, and it doesn't show it by the score, but we played well for 3 quarters of that game. Once that game got out of hand, I subbed all of our starters in an effort to preserve them to be able to win at La Tech, because we all know how tough the one-game travel turnaround is. So, conference games, we've played well, and I think that's a very, obviously positive thing and something that we need to take confidence in going into this weekend.
When you talk about stacking that non-conference schedule, that can go one of 2 ways. It can help you improve, or it can kind of mentally beat your team down a little bit. How do you feel that they bounced through some of those in preparation with and without the camp?
Yeah, I think our players, they've been around in the program long enough, for the most part, and they know my philosophy. They know, at the end of the day, our non-conference isn't necessarily about our wins and losses. It's how we can get better and grow as a program. And yeah, we had to take different growths this year than we expected, based again on the adversity that hit us. But I think our kids stay positive. They're really good at following my lead in terms of focus on the process, not the outcome right now. And they've been focused on the process. They know that we're getting better as well. That's not just me. They can feel it. They can see it. Again, La Tech game was our most complete game we've had all year, and certainly since Thanksgiving. And so they can gain the confidence from that, which helps them stay the course with me.
Go back to Louisiana Tech. Everybody knows what Deja can do, what J-Mac can do. but we had some players really step up. Maya McGraw, her 17 points. Mimi hit her threes like we need her to. Alicia, great minutes, especially down the stretch. Talk about some of the bench play here as of late.
Well, that's what we need. For us to be successful, we have to have others contribute other than J-Mac and Deja. Right now, what everybody's doing is they're putting their two best defenders on Deja and J-Mac. Anytime they put the ball on the floor, they're bringing help. And so there's a lot of opportunities for our other players to step up and contribute. And, as I stated earlier, we've just been inconsistent with that. And I thought, La Tech was the most consistent that we've been in terms of, the others surrounding those two doing what we need them to do within their roles. We're not asking them to be totally different players or contribute in a significantly different way. We're just asking them to do what they do and what they're supposed to do better than they were. And that's ultimately what we need. And if we can get, Mimi to knock down those threes and we can get JC, she was close to a double-double. Obviously, Maya has been improving tremendously, so I'm not surprised to kind of start to see some breakout games from her. Her improvement has been just tremendous from as we've been watching as a coaching staff. But she's going to start getting double teamed, and she has. So there's just going to be great opportunities for others. And again, all we need them to do is continue to be how they were on Saturday, consistent in their role.
Back home this week, FAU. It's been a few weeks since we've been home, of course, the holiday break. How nice is it to be back at home for two more big games and, the first of two against the Florida school?
We've had great crowds this year at Halton Arena. We've had season ticket holders now for the first time, and those people are coming out consistently. I'm starting to see the same people in same seats all the time. But they haven't just been sitting on their hands either. They've been up, they've been loud, they've seen great games at home. And so we're excited, about the support that we're getting. And, I know men's basketball has been getting, that support as well, as is well-deserved. So, I think right now it's a really exciting time with basketball and Niner Nation. And certainly excited about, our fans coming out and seeing us this weekend.
Now that we're into January, just the final thought, just overall your feelings for the year, where we are, and what we more importantly have to look forward to here in the next couple of months.
Yeah, I think, our hope is that we'll continue to improve as we've been improving. Anytime, you're on the path of mastery, you're going to see upwards, and then you're going to see a drop, and then you see another spike, and then you're going to see a drop. So we understand it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be an easy road, and certainly we're going to suffer some more losses. We have tempered expectations. But we're also going to keep pushing our kids hard. We're going to hold them to those expectations. We're going to push them to get better. And the improvement is coming. And so we just have to stay focused on that, keep our heads down, worry about what we can do to improve. And I think if we can continue to play how we played Saturday, keep improving, we still have an opportunity to be extremely competitive in this league.
You notice that as the season's gone on, that your team is wearing a bullseye this year? Do you notice the teams are coming after you a little bit harder because of last season?
I think we're getting people's best. I think there's no doubt about that. The fight that teams have had against us has been impressive. Even UAB, we thought we had them put away, and then in 4 minutes they bring it back, and it's a close game. So we understand that, and that's part of the burden of being champions, but I like it. I'd much rather be a champion than not. So, again, ultimately, Mike, it's just about right now we have to focus on us and how we can continue to grow and get better as a team.
All right.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.